happen.
All right. And you are going?
Yeah, so this was in Phoenix. I don't know if you saw it. You saw a former trooper got sentenced to 5 years in prison for kidnapping.
Whoa, I don't think so.
Yeah, this is a blue life, because there is no such thing as a black life if you choose to be a blue life.
Oh, yeah. Nope, you're not one of us.
Not one of us. According to the Arizona Department of Public Safety, Tremaine Jackson was put on leave in June of 2019 after a complaint he sexually assaulted a woman during a traffic stop. But during a DPS investigation, several other victims were discovered. What was it we always used to say on here? Every rapist is a serial rapist?
Yep.
Every rapist is a serial rapist. The individual not only abused his position, but exerted power and control in situation after situation of multiple vulnerable victims, said Deputy Maricopa County Attorney Sarah McFlickier. Maricopa County, gee, I wonder why a cop in Maricopa County would feel entitled to get away with sex crimes. Why, I wonder?
Some folks, real brief, real fast. It was the Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Arpaio.
Yeah, he was the one that had the tent city jails where DMX was actually housed for a while, where in his homophobic, homoerotic sadism, had them all wear pink, and has them run on treadmills to generate electricity to watch the television set. And he allowed the cops, basically, what he didn't report rapes of children.
Yeah, they refused to investigate.
Yeah, because they were like indigenous children or indigenous children that speak Spanish, therefore, they call them Hispanic, that.
Yeah, or if they were undocumented. Because there was actually a case of 2 little girls molested by a family member, and they were young, like 6 and 8, I want to say, maybe like 7 and 9, and the police just refused to investigate it because the girl's mom was undocumented. Yeah, so, gee, it's almost as if there's already a culture in Maricopa County of police feeling that certain people deserve to be sexually abused, and that's just fine. All right. So in several of the cases, the victims say they were held in question during traffic stops for over an hour. In several cases, Jackson asked for sexual favors or to take the victim on a date to avoid being arrested or given tickets. Several of the victims stated that Jason would repeatedly ask, "What am I going to do with you?" while threatening possible arrest. And, I don't think that fully, explains the sort of terror of that. Because it's not just that he's in a position of authority, but also he has a gun on him right now.
Yeah.
And in a society where police shoot people because they were afraid for their lives all the time. Even, when we have fucking footage of, the cop who planted the taser, right? We have cops planting guns, and they'll still, just shoot people. So, yeah, he's got a gun and he's saying this shit. That's actually fucking terrifying. In one case, Jackson followed a victim home where she was supposed to perform sexual acts on him to avoid arrest. The victim said she ran into the home and locked all of her doors. Ma'am, I understand that you were trying to get out of this, but don't lead him home because now he knows where you live. Please don't lead him home. The victim says she ran into the home and locked all her doors and called her boyfriend and hid while he searched outside of the home and looked in her windows. What? Jackson also forced several victims to give them their social media account information so that they could talk and meet for future dates. DPS records show Jackson commonly performed traffic stops on more female drivers than male drivers, something that is rare, and he has agreed to a plea deal in which he pled guilty to unlawful imprisonment with sexual intent, bribery with sexual intent, attempted kidnapping with sexual intent, as well as bribery and fraud charges. He said, quote, "I've hurt numerous amounts of people. I just want the opportunity to prove that I am not that person." So this is what he did on duty, threatening people with rape, trying to kidnap people, trying to rape people. 5 fucking years. People are in longer for fucking weed charges and stealing cars and shit.
And so 5 years, 2 years on good behavior?
Actually maybe less, because I don't know if he stayed in jail during his trial.
Oh shit, time served.
Yeah, maybe less actually.
Yes, you might go on probation in 8 months, baby.
Yeah.
And then just go move somewhere else and get hired to another police force.
Yep.